Hi YouTube. I have not been here for a while, and the first reason is because I was sick with the walking pneumonias, which is not a fun disease to have. I wouldn't recommend getting it. Go out and get something. Go get a cold or a sore throat, perhaps even strep. But don't get walking pneumonia. It's no fun. Not to say that any of the other diseases are fun, but this one is substantially less fun. But I got done with being sick pretty fast. And the other reasons that I have not made videos lately are this and then this. And I've just been playing these games and trying to get through them both. And this one is the most frustrating thing on the planet, whereas this one, it's actually possible to progress without retrying the level 7 times in a row. Fun game, definitely some poor design choices there. I want more checkpoints. Anyway, now that I've alienated like a quarter of my audience by talking about video games, we can move on to the fun stuff. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but being named Adam sucks. When people put my name into their phones, they program it in, they type in ADAM, and usually, unless they have a friend named Aaron or Abby or Abner, then I'm the first one there. Or a friend named Ace. Oh, I wish I had a friend named Ace. Darn. I'm the first one on their list, and if they happen to have a phone with a keypad on the front, and they don't lock that keypad, and they put it in their pocket, all it takes is to hit contacts, then send, and I get called, and I answer the phone, and I'm like, hello, and I get to hear noises from the inside of their pocket. Now, what's even worse is when I get calls during school, because I can't answer them, because I'm not cool enough to just whip out my phone in class, disregarding all consequences. I'm not at that level yet. So I sit there, and it rings for like 30 seconds. Well, it doesn't ring, it vibrates. I don't put it on ring in school anymore, after the incident with Whitney. Thank you, Whitney. So you just sit there like, and you just wonder how on earth the teacher doesn't hear it, because obviously everybody else in the class does, and they look at you. I'm a nice guy. When other people's phones go off, I usually try and cough or something to cover it up, but you can't cough for 30 seconds. That's like 3 seconds max. So there's a random act of kindness for you. When somebody's phone goes off in class, just start coughing uncontrollably. Cover it up for them. Be nice. But anyway, I can't answer it. So it rings and rings and rings. And then it goes to voicemail. And then I get a 5-minute voicemail from the inside of your pocket. And those are not my favorite voicemails to receive. Because sometimes I listen to them because I can hear voices in the background. Like if you're talking, then I hear this like... That's what it sounds like when you talk from up here when your phone is in your pocket. I can't say it's fun for anyone. So if you have one of those keypad on the front phones, do us all a favor. Lock your keypad. Moving on, being a high school student, I get a lot of mail from colleges. And I always kind of thought maybe they went through and chose people they actually wanted to come. Until I got this one. And it's called Spelman College. And I looked on the back and it actually looks pretty good. It's private, independent, highly selective college. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I read on it, it said, historically black college for women. They are not reaching their target demographic. Put a little more care into where you send these. Spelman College. For I am not historically black or a woman. The last thing I have to talk about is bank robbery, which is an exciting topic in its own. I went to the bank with my dad and my brother, and we were all standing in line, and this guy walks in. He just walks around for a few minutes, and there's this big basket full of candy sitting right on the counter. And all of a sudden, he grabs it and runs out the door. And the teller just kind of looked at him and then just went on with whatever they were doing. And that's when it dawned on me that I had just witnessed a bank robbery, and I had done nothing to stop it. I am now guilty by association. And that's all I have to say. Bye.